Hi Lift, welcome to this week's Talky Bit. I hope you're all okay and are having a good week. If you haven't made it to Lift, we are missing you and I hope that you're okay. So this week we're going to carry on talking about Joseph and all the fun of his family. But before we do that, I want you to have a look at something. This is a pot of crayons. This is one of Church's pot of crayons. And if you look at them, they're all different colours, which is good. So if you have a look, you can see there's lots of different colours. But you can also see that some of them are kind of sharp, and some, well, they're a bit broken. You and I can learn a lot from these crayons. Even though they have a lot of differences, they all fit very nicely into this little super pot, don't they? And it's kind of a good picture of the way that Church and Lift should be. The people that make up Church come in all sizes and colours, and some have strange names, and some are old, and some are young, some are pretty sharp, and some are maybe a little dull. Some are dressed in extremely nice clothes, while others may be wearing the clothes that are a little bit old. James, the brother of Jesus, wrote in the Bible that the followers of Jesus should not show favoritism. He said, "My friends, if you have faith in our Lord Jesus Christ, you won't treat someone better than others. Suppose a rich person wearing fancy clothes and a gold ring comes to one of your meetings, and suppose a poor person dressed in worn-out clothes also comes. You must not give the best seat to the one in the fancy clothes and tell the other one who is poor to stand at the side or sit on the floor." That is the same as saying that some people are better than others. If you treat some people better than others, you have done wrong, and the scriptures teach that you have sinned. This was Jacob's problem. You remember last week we were talking about Jacob and his 12 sons. 12 sons! And how Joseph, his 11th son, had been born to him in his old age by his favourite wife. That's a whole other story, and we might cover that someday. But yeah, he had more than one wife. And this wife was called Rachel. Now, he showed lots of love for Joseph, and this caused a lot of problems with Joseph's older brothers, who didn't like the fact that they were overlooked for some snotty kid who would tell tales on them when they did anything wrong. Not only that, but he would tell them amazing stories of these super dreams that he was having, where everyone would bow down and worship him. Now, even his dad told him off for some of that. But it really didn't mean anything, because Joseph was his favourite son. And just to make sure that everyone knew it, Jacob had a fantastic coat made for him with lots of colours and long sleeves. Now, lots of colours meant that it was really expensive. And long sleeves meant that Joseph didn't really do any manual labour, but he could just sit there and watch. When you're out working, you want your arms free. You don't want to have sleeves on. And so this was a clear sign to his brothers that, Joseph was special. Spent a lot of money on a coat that means that he doesn't actually have to do any work. Sometimes everybody gets something wrong. As a human being, as a husband, as a dad, as a youth worker, sometimes even I get things wrong, and I can accidentally hurt people's feelings. But what I'm trying to get over to you today is that we have to be careful about not taking that hurt out on other people. Jacob hurt his son's feelings by making Joseph the special one. And so Joseph's older brothers took their hurt feelings out on Joseph by selling him into slavery. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to sell our younger brothers and sisters into slavery, because we shouldn't. Tempting as it may be, we really shouldn't. Okay? But we've also got to be careful not to show favoritism in our lives, either here at Lift or at school or anywhere else. We are all God's children, whether we are rich, poor, red, brown, yellow, black, white, doesn't matter. As James said, you will do all right if you obey the most important law in the scriptures. And it is the law that commands us to love others as much as we love ourselves. And I think if we do that, the world will be a happier place. Okay, I am gonna attach a link to the second part of the Joseph story at the bottom, so you can follow that and watch second part if you haven't already, because you know it does follow on from the second episode. The second part of the episode would probably follow on from the first one. I'm also gonna put on the songs that we have sung today. I hope that wherever you are safe and you are happy. If you're here at Lift, I'm so glad you're here. If you're not here at Lift, then I will hopefully see you on Thursday, when Louise and I won't be out visiting, because next week there is no Lift. Okay, next week it's the 6th of May, which means that it's all age here at St Mary's. So if you want to come down, 11 o'clock, all age service. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So if you want, you can come and check it out. There's tea and coffee and biscuits and juice after the service. We'll play games, we'll sing some interesting songs. I'm doing the preach, so it's going to be good. I hope you guys can make it. I hope you're all really well, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy, guys. God bless. Bye.